Hey yo, we are back with the event Heckbug. Let's ignore the hand cam, but huge shoutouts to Quibith. I guess if you know, you know. But either way, let's start with step number 1 over here, and that is to go to this event area. Towards the end of the video, I'll let you know if the crystals and metamatter thing is going to be good, and I'll probably make a video on that later on. For now, just press E on this guy. Looks like we have some of this, which you can get from the geode sanctuary. I don't know why that's here. I guess help Heckbugs in the geode caves. If you already have this, I'm gonna assume you should be fine, but in case you don't, then you can just craft them. Ideally, you want one of each, and all of these resources are tradable, but I would imagine the prices would go up. So if you're trying to sell some geode resources, I guess that's an option. And for whatever reason, they decided to add the caves over here. I don't know why there's a dragonfire peaks, but I guess we'll have to go there at some point. But just pick one of these. I'm gonna go through Moonglow Grotto. I'm guessing these portals are event specific. Maybe that's why they did it. Most people go straight. I'm just gonna pick a different direction. I'll just go back here, but it looks like somebody's this way, but I'll see if we can catch up. Alright, so it looks like these are the ones for the geode guys. So for this one, you just want to use a blanket. If you see an orangey one, you'll want to use this drumstick chicken looking thing, and then green is gonna match with green. So just match it. Looks like these guys are just way too fast, but just want to do this 10 times to go around finding each little critter and just give it some time for it to calculate, but it shouldn't take you too long to do. There's a bunch of these critters. Also, if you see one with the treasure, just throw a blanket on it and just mine it. That's how you get the whole things there. Also, it doesn't look like all of the critters give you any, but either way, just care for all of the cave critters. Eventually, you'll get 10. It seems like it's pretty hectic. Just watch out for people doing some suspicious activity. The critters should appear commonly. If you don't find them, then just restart, because chances are they're just moving along super quickly in here, so it's gonna be kind of hard to catch up, and they're most likely just gonna kind of take everything from the cave. For step 3, we just want to go back over here and talk to this person over here. Looks like they got... Yo, okay. We got some interesting stuff. Could this be what we needed? Souls of the Depths. So it looks like we have to purchase this amorous thing. I kind of want to purchase that, but we'll get into that later. But I think this is going to be a daily thing, so we can't infinitely do this, sadly. But I mean, this is better than nothing. Helps out a little. Either way, just 5,000 flux there. Got a nice little empower. Oh, got 2 empower gem boxes. And for the next part, just want to drag this into your hotbar. I'll just put it on R, and you want to go to Dragonfire Peaks. Just take the portal. Just know that it's probably going to be laggy, but this looks like it's similar to what we had last year. So just press R on that. You'll see a heart around them, and it looks like we have to do this 10 times. I don't know why they didn't just combine the quests, but I guess just throw the heart, and that's pretty much that. If for whatever reason you mess up, you might have to pick up more, like I just did there. I kind of messed up. Oh, there you go. I guess just wait a little bit, but yeah, do that 10 times. I'll meet you back. Just for the record, you might have to actually craft more. That's what I did. And I just went to this Dragonfire Peaks. I didn't do the one at the hub. And overall, it's going to be super laggy. You could try to find a different area that has a Dragonfire Peaks, but just be cautious of that. It's going to be really laggy. And there we go. Cared for all of them. I was just here in Dragonfire Peaks. So it looks like we're given a Heckbug egg. I had a bunch from the last year's event, so just go over here to the egg incubator. Just ignore that. I believe it is this one, so we'll just throw one in there. They hatch very fast, so you don't need an accelerate, and don't worry about a lodestar. Like, this is very fast. I guess I'll just hatch this, because why not? And we'll do that, and that finishes that part of the quest. Looks like you have all your stuff in here. I'm gonna loot collect mine, actually. And for step number 8, you just want to go behind this place, or I guess just to the left. Here's the hunter. Looks like we just have to accept their quest. So it looks like this is a daily challenge. Just press I or whatever you have this quest stuff on. For me, it's B. I changed my keybinds, but kill 10 Heckbugs. And that's pretty much going to be those same Heckbugs that we are using these on. So some of them are a heartbreak, some of them are a heart. Whichever ones are a heartbreak, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna count for this one. The crazy thing about this is that he has a pretty insane inventory. You can get dragon coins, crystalline cores, all that stuff, and diamond dragonites. Looks like it's one a day though, but at least it's something. I actually didn't craft enough of these things, so I'm gonna see what ends up happening. Okay, I figured out if you do want to get those things back, all you have to do is just accept their quest. I don't know why they did it like this, but accept the quest, and then you'll be able to craft more of these. It was a little bit of a scare. I don't know why they did it like that, but just make sure you have a bunch of these. Okay, well, an invader just spawned in, so I was able to kill it. So if you want to see the inventory, just make sure you accept their quests. And what you want to do is just go back to Dragonfire Peaks and just repeat the entire process all over again with these things over here. Alright, this is Cash and Clean from the future here, but pretty much you have to farm a bunch and a bunch of these Heckbug pincers. And in order to do that, you have to throw these amorous Heckbugs, and you have to hope that you can actually fight these things, because if it does what it just did right there, you're not going to get one. So you can get one from invaders, and if you can actually fight one of them, I'll try to show you an example of what that looks like. So something like this, where the heart just broke, you can fight it, and you can get a Heckbug pincer. It sucks. It takes a very long time. You can get upwards of like 5. It doesn't go up that high. Just know that it's going to take you a super long time. It took me 2 hours, and you're going to hear that in just a second. So craft a ton of these and just have something to watch on the side. It's going to take you a long time if you're trying to do the quest line. Alright, so after farming for 2 hours, we finally have enough to craft this banner. So as we do that, we just equip it. And if you're wondering if you can use a Luxian style stash, there's like a 99% chance you can't, because you actually have to have it and equip it, so don't think you can use that. And the cool thing about this banner is that I guess you won't have to drop these things as much from what I'm reading on the description over here. And it says that it reveals hidden Heckbug invaders when completing dungeons. So to finish this quest, I don't want to wait for them to fall from the sky. You could start a farm, but I'm gonna try this dungeon method and see how that goes. So yeah, I guess just keep doing dungeons randomly, and eventually you'll find one of these. They're not that common, unfortunately, and I'm not sure if doing ships will make this a lot faster. I'm pretty sure you don't even have to be in Dragonfire Peaks. And if you do happen to find a farm, you'll see something like this where there's a bunch of people, you have a giant pit in your cornerstone, and you just wait like 10 minutes. We do have fast invasions currently, so it's probably going to be like 5-10 minutes for the invaders to spawn, and there should be a pretty good amount of them. I guess we'll see how many spawn, because we'll be able to check with this whole progress thing over here. Alright, so it looks like this was enough just from sitting here a little bit, so that's a lot faster just to finish that part of the quest line, and I didn't get that much Heckbug pincer, but that's alright. And for the last part of the quest, looks like we go back to Heckbug Hunter, so it's gonna be this guy over here, and that is pretty much that. We get a bunch of tokens, and that concludes the quest line. Dude, this took so long. I don't even know what to say, man. It's like long, but I just want to go to bed. So for everything, it took about, I think it was about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm gonna go with 2 hours. I'm pretty sure this was around 2 hours. It took a really long time just to get this banner, and it does look like this banner is pretty helpful when it comes to actually farming. So there's a decent amount of mastery, and it looks like the banners help out with different portions of the game. And the last thing that I did want to mention is that the crystals and metamatter did not get nerfed, so you can actually farm a ton of that, and I'll be talking about that in my next video, so stay tuned for that. But if you do want to jump ahead, take advantage of the crystals and metamatter. You can probably just refer to my last year's video, but I'll make something similar. But on that note, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you find yourself coming back, and I'll see you all later.